Hello everyone and welcome to Module 6. This is what we consider our midpoint week. You'll be spending some time reflecting on the class and your learning experience so far, as well as, if you haven't done so already, watching a film related to women's health and human rights and constructing your film critique and response paper. So the objectives for this week are as follows. First, you'll continue to deconstruct socio-ecological factors that influence a woman's global health and human rights issue, as portrayed in one of the films that you choose to watch. You'll also write a critique and response paper about that film that addresses this issue, and you'll use criteria that is outlined in your syllabus as well as in Module 6. You'll also give a report on your final project progress. This will allow Dr. Lasker and I to get a good understanding of where you are, what some of the barriers are, and we'll be able to reach out to you to support you so that you are successful in completing this project. You'll also have an opportunity to reflect on your own learning and just give some feedback to us about some things that you've learned that you didn't expect to learn, maybe what's the most exciting point of this class for you, or if you're not enjoying it, some of that feedback as well. And give us an opportunity to also hear what you think about the course design, the structure, assignments, etc. So what film should you watch? Well, there are so many that you can choose from on a variety of topics, so you can really cater them to your interests or career goals. We have provided a page for you in Module 6. This is what this slide shows here, although the image quality isn't very good, and I apologize. But in Module 6, there's actually a document. It's entitled A Few Films Related to Women's Health and Human Rights, and it provides active links to where you can stream the videos for free through the UW libraries or watch them online on websites such as pbs.org, or you can actually check them out from the UW library, or you can drop by the UW Bothell library and check it out for a couple hours and watch it. You may choose to watch a film with a friend or with a group, and you can actually reserve a room in the library online so that you can do that. So there are many that we suggest, and this list here will assure if you watch one of those that it's already met our standards for this assignment. So after you watch your film, it's time to write your film critique and response paper. Part of all of the criteria is actually listed in Module 6, and there's actually a rubric that you can print out and use as a guide, or you can download and use as a guide. What are we looking for in this paper? Well, part of this is to provide a summary and a critique of the film, but in terms of the actual response, we want to see how you are applying some of the readings to demonstrate your ability to form an argument about this issue with evidence. So take what the film represents and apply it to what you've read and make meaning of that, even with your own personal life. Some of you may be able to provide some personal experience as it relates to this, in addition to evidence. So this is a major writing assignment, and we are going to be grading it as such. The criteria, again, is outlined in the rubric, so we're looking to make sure that your paper has a title page, it has a introduction and a conclusion, body paragraphs. If you're using particular quotes, which we encourage you to use specific examples as possible from the film, that you would also cite the movie. So there's examples of how to cite a film in the APA resources that are located in our course in the last module, which is additional resources area. You can also Google that in case you don't, if you can't find it, but citing a film or a DVD is something you can find online as well as on the APA website. So again, check the rubric, look over that before you write. We also recommend that you may write an outline or a draft. It might go through a couple of drafts before you submit it on Sunday, but please be sure that you do read through the content, because the criteria, the content is the bulk of your grade, as is the writing. So make sure that you've got sound grammar, punctuation, and spelling. You may have someone from the Writing Center look at it, because you can submit it online for feedback, or ask a friend or colleague to look over it, especially someone who's not familiar to the film. They can give you some good critique in terms of whether what you've summarized makes sense and they can follow along. So if you have any questions, please reach out to either Dr. Lasker or myself, and we're happy to help. Just make sure it's way before the deadline. So again, that's on Sunday that you'll submit your film critique and response paper.